So we've got Centurions, Ben Duckett and Zak Crawley. We're going to start with Sonia from the Press Association. We'll open up some of the UK media and then we'll show the Pakistan media. Get the opportunity. Just come a bit closer to the mic, yeah? That's fine. Sonia, go ahead.
Hi guys, congratulations on the centuries. I suppose the first place to start is, have you ever seen a day of Test cricket like that?
You played more than me.
No, I haven't seen a day's cricket like that. I mean, 500. I think it is the record in day one of the test. So I mean, it was unbelievable. Obviously, Ducky batted fantastic, and so did the other two boys who aren't here. So you know, hopefully we can go again tomorrow, get another big one, maybe get 1,000. Maybe. I'm joking.
Yeah.
You started the day with 14 fours off the first over. Do you feel like that set a tone?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, it was nice to start well. I mean, it was obviously a very good wicket to bat on, and you know, it put us on the front foot early. So you know, I was pleased with that, and you know, Ducky got well a few off the second over as well. So yeah, it was nice to put them on the back foot.
Go ahead.
I'll start with you, Zak. I mean, obviously for yourself, trying to build on the start that you've had in Test cricket and trying to find that, I guess, consistency that England have shown that faith in you. How pleasing was it for you to kind of show that faith and repay that faith with that performance today?
Yeah, I was pleased with how I played. It was always nice to score a Test 100. It's, you know, what we all work for, and you know, it wasn't easy to open the bat in the summer, and I thought I played okay at times. And played some decent knocks, but you know, I didn't quite get the big score, and it was nice to get 100 today.
And did you feel as though once you got yourself in that it was just a case of cashing in and making the most of it?
Yeah, it's you know, obviously you always want more in cricket. That's what's so frustrating about the game is you know, I was annoyed when I got out, and even though it was one of the most best days of my career, is, you know, still annoyed when you get out because you always want more. So yeah, you know, I was happy to get, you know, 120, but you always want more.
And for you, Ben, first Test back after a little while away. I think I read somewhere that how much you wanted to get a Test 100 and have that chalked up next to your name. Now you've got it. How does it feel?
Yeah, pretty special day. Yeah, it's been a while since my last one, and you know, it was amazing representing my country. But the one thing I wanted to do was, you know, firstly score a Test century, but you know, try and get my place in the team, and it's a good way to start.
Take one from Vish, and then we'll open it up here at the front.
Hi, Mike. This is kind of directed to both of you because Crawley, Zak, a couple of maybe a week ago, you mentioned about how batting with Ben would be good for you because not just left hand, right hand, but also your different sizes, and some of the still photos confirm that out there. Can you talk about what it's like batting with each other, I suppose, and the challenges of, you know, or rather, a bowler getting used to bowling to one of you and then having to adjust to bowling to the other?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm pretty small and Creepy's pretty tall, so I think the lengths that they bowl have to be, you know, very different to both of us, and you know, the areas that we hit are very different as well. Obviously, bowlers having to come around the wicket to me and changing the lines, so yeah, it's pretty fresh, but it was a good start and we're happy.
Cameron, then we'll go here.
Hi, Zak. Congratulations. On 99, did you think it was missing? The emotions that were going through your mind when you were given?
I thought I was out, to be honest, but luckily Ducky knew it was missing. He's got a good eye, so you know, I was obviously felt like I missed an opportunity, and then to be given not out and review was an unbelievable feeling, and made the 100 actually more special.
Did you actually think it was missing, or was Zak just on 99?
No, it looked like it was missing, but I think if it was hit middle halfway up, I'd have told him to review it anyway.
At the front, please.
Zak, this is Zaid Malik. Last English cricket team, the viral infected team. Tomorrow, you are in Melbourne or in Rawalpindi. It was a game plan when you won the toss, 506 score, 4 centuries. It was a game plan.
I mean, that wasn't the plan. But I mean, the whole idea, I think, of it is to look to score. We're never really looking to score quickly. We're just looking to be positive. And if they bowl, you know, 100 balls in a good position, in a good spot, then we'll block 100 balls. If we get an opportunity to score, then we'll score. And the outfield was rapid today, which helped us score quickly. And and the pitch was good. So I think that's why we scored quickly. It's not like we're trying to score 6 and over. I think it's just how the game flows.
And nothing taking away from the brilliant stroke play we have seen today from all of the English players. But do you think the wicket has also contributed somewhat in this stroke making, and the bowling attack, a sort of friendly bowling attack was there?
Yeah, I think it was a very good pitch to bat on. You know, an important toss. You know, I'll answer that question when both sides have batted or at the end of the 5 days. But yeah, it's going to be tough work to take 20 wickets on that pitch. But yeah, I think we'll have our plans and we'll learn from maybe what Pakistan didn't do as well today. But yeah, it'll be a graft over the next 4 days.
Thank you. This is Aswar Ali Mubarak representing the Daily Mail Islamabad. Excellent performance by the English team. Is there any kind of direction from your coach to play attacking game, or this has happened due to pitch behavior?
I think it's just the way the group of players have played, you know, since the start of last summer. Obviously, I'm pretty fresh. You know, I'm new into the squad, so we certainly don't sit down at the start of the day and say this is what we want to do. I think it's more about reacting. You know, as Zak said, there's going to be times where it's going to be tough work, especially at the top of the order. You know, and we'll have to try and find a way to get through that. Yeah, I don't think there'll be many days where, you know, each and every batter, you know, goes on and scores as quickly as we did today. But yeah, it's definitely not a plan. But yeah, we want to be able to be positive and look to take the positive option all the time.
Simon, 2 here, and then we'll take
Zak, does a day like today confirm the idea that England are reinventing Test cricket, do you think?
I mean, it's a tough question. I mean, we're obviously trying to change how we have been playing, and I think we've certainly done that. If you look at, you know, the Aussie team from 20 years ago, they were playing pretty positive. They might not have been, you know, scoring as quickly maybe as we are. I think that might have something to do with T20, and the guys been very skilled. But you know, we're certainly trying to change the way we used to play, because we weren't getting a lot of success doing that. And you know, I feel like we're building something into a, you know, we're building into a decent side. If we just got to be consistent with it, and we've proven that we can be quite consistent with it during the summer. So the important thing is that we're getting better, and it doesn't really matter the rest of it.
Yeah, is Shama here? Go ahead. Go ahead, yeah. Whatever, just crack on, no problem.
We know England now play this particularly aggressive style of cricket. I was just wondering how effectively it scales now that this is the first test you're playing away from home since Brendan McCullum came in. How effectively and easily it scales to Pakistan as it does to England. Did you think you were going to play exactly the same way? Because it seems like it worked out quite like that.
I mean, I wasn't there before, so I can only say from what I think, but just from being in this squad, you know, for a small amount of time, I don't think it really matters where we are in the world. I think it's always going to be the same game plan, is to be positive. As I said, at times it's not going to be as easy as that, but you know, whether we're here, India, South Africa, Australia, you know, I think we'll be looking to play this brand of cricket, and that's certainly from the top. You know, it's how we practice, and you know, at the minute it's going really, really well.
Hi Zak. Hi Zak. Hi Ben. My question is for both of you, and also welcome to Pakistan. So starting off, Zak, I wanted to ask you, you've been under the pump for quite a while in Test cricket, and ever since your breakthrough knock of 267 versus Pakistan in Southampton, you've got consistent batting from both Baz and Ben Stokes. So how good does it feel to come good to date? How does that feel like in terms of validation? And to Ben, you've had a fair bit of success with respect to playing cricket here in Pakistan, especially in the limited overs format. So how does it feel to come back after a few months, and after a 6-year-long hiatus in Test cricket, how does it feel to get 100 in your very first game?
Do you want to get you started?
Yeah, yeah, it feels great. Like I said earlier, you know, we always dream about Test 100s, and you know, today was very special. Obviously, I had a tough summer, and I think that made it more special today. And yeah, it was a fantastic day, and I'm just delighted.
Yeah, I think, you know, especially facing Naseem and Harris in their T20 series, and you know, performing against them gave me confidence coming into this series. You know, albeit being a different format, I knew what the pitches are going to be like out here. So yeah, I'm over the moon to, you know, it's a big series for me. I've got the backing, and you know, they've taken a punt on me at the top of the order, and so it's a great way to start.
2 minutes, and we'll finish with Ali. Go ahead.
Rizwan Haider here. Congratulations to both of you for your centuries. I wanted to know, before Ben Stokes became captain and Brendan McCullum, he became your coach. So England's performance in Test cricket, it was quite miserable. Playing 12 matches, winning just one. So what did they do? What did they tell you? Like skill-wise, you improved yourself, or it's all about lecturing or a baseball approach and all that? And at the moment, England, they don't have chance to qualify for the final. So do you think there was less pressure on the team because it was gone?
No, I feel like it was just, you know, we weren't winning many games of cricket. We weren't playing, we weren't, you know, getting the most out of our talents. Playing the way we were playing a bit safe, and you know, Baz has just always been about playing positively, and like I said, that doesn't mean being reckless. It just means looking to score, looking to take wickets all the time, and showing a good attitude in the field. And that's been the biggest thing that Baz has brought. And Stokesy's, you know, they're very aligned on their thinking. They're both very positive, and they're obviously great players in their own right, so they know enough about the game. And yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to be positive and more entertain the crowd than win. Winning is great, and that's but our goal is to, you know, make people want to watch Test cricket, and hopefully that's happening.
On here and then finish it off.
My name is Zulfikar Beg. I'm working with the Express Tribune. Brilliant performance by your team. Why do you think this pitch is a result-oriented pitch or not? What do you think? What is the result of this? How many?
It's a pitch that we probably expected coming out here. Again, it's not our home conditions, so probably ask the Pakistani side. But you know, I think it was important the rate we scored today. With it being flat, just gives us that extra time to take wickets later on in the game. But just from my small experience of playing out here before, I'd imagine the other grounds are going to be similar to this. But yeah, they're pretty nice to bat on.
Last one, Ali, please.
Well played. Could you just talk us, either of you, through the last sort of 48 hours? Were one of you sick, both of you sick? How much? Obviously, it didn't have an impact. I mean, or maybe 600 could have been scored today. I don't know. But could you just talk us through that a bit and kind of sort of chaos leading into the Test match?
Yeah, I guess I will, because you weren't here, were you? Yeah, it all happened pretty fast. It was not last night, the night before. I was ill in the night. Just came on. I felt fine going to bed. And then I found out the next morning that there was about 13, 14 others. So not the best build up to a Test match. Certainly not the best for me, and my first one back for 6 years. But I mean, it would have had to have taken a lot for me not to come to the ground today and play. And I mean, Stokesy led that really. He kind of said, you know, let's get out there, let's take them on. I think if the game was yesterday, I think it would have been tough. But you know, yeah, I think lads pulled up pretty well today. Energy levels probably weren't the highest this morning. I think there were some happy men when we won the toss and batted, and gave our bowlers another day off.
Cool, thank you. Well done, boys. Good work. Thank you.